set, go. Boing!
I definitely come for the spreadsheet statement of rowing.
Just like a gymnast watching now. Here he comes. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
What do you feel about it?
I'm excited.
Yeah! That's why! You won! Pass go slow, boat doesn't make us fast. Let's go.
If I was a bad bitch, I wanna fuck me too. I wanna suck me too. I wanna suck me too. If I was a bad bitch, I wanna hunt me too. I wanna trap me too. No freaky that I wouldn't do to me. I wanna feed me.
And you crew on 3. 1, 2, 3. And you crew!
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how much I love Northwestern Crew. And
What's up, gang? It's Clark.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Maggie.
My name's Nora.
My name's Colette Samick.
hi, my name is Julia Letska.
I'm Sophia. I'm a senior.
My name is Ignacio Toro. I'm a senior. Duh.
I have rowed for almost 8 years since the 10th grade, but these last 4 years, and especially this year, have just been the most amazing cap on the experience in the sport.
So my favorite memories, even though I'm a very competitive person and I love racing, a lot of my favorite memories are associated not like in a boat or on the water.
I would honestly say that for me, I think it's really been the smaller moments that are really gonna make me miss being on Northwestern Crew, like everyone playing into bits and counting down by their favorite farm animal. I think that's really what ties our community together and just makes you feel a part of it.
Transitions during my novice year and getting to bond with the fellow novice women and integrating ourselves into the women's team.
This past Accra on Sunday after racing, everybody in my house went down to the lake and we played around in the water for a long time.
I guess, it feels a little weird getting off the water after your last race in college, and you're not looking forward to any more competition. But, just to be in that moment, it's like blissful.
I had a great time exploring the islands, kayaking around, flipping other people on the kayak. And that afternoon, after a long weekend of racing, just kind of relaxing with each other in the sun and having a good time, solidified that we're not just teammates, we're also friends. And
we're all just having fun.
that was a really meaningful couple of hours for me.
Has it got to be my sophomore year, Charles? That was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. But also it was so fulfilling. I worked really hard that summer.
It was such an incredible experience because Charles is like so beyond insane, more than you anticipate it to be. It's just like so rowing focused and immersive.
We had so much fun. Just like the 5 of us. It was me, Sophia, Lila, Kiara, Lizzie.
Great group of girls.
And I got so much closer with all of them who are all like close friends of mine. And
I love just getting to hang out and mess around with the 4.
hilarity ensued. It was a funny weekend.
Accra, my junior year.
We didn't get into AB semis as we had hoped.
But then we show up in the semifinal, and we win.
That crew raced a very similar age just a year before, and we placed middle of the pack in the E final. So coming back, working hard all summer, fall, winter, spring, it required a lot of trust and was super satisfying to go from middle of the pack E final, like I said, to really being competitive in the C final and beating some powerhouse programs.
We beat a team, we beat UNC, which was huge. It would have been unimaginable the year before to beat a team like UNC, but we showed up and we did it.
Just running with some of my closest friends, getting to stay in a house with them was a lot of fun.
I was so happy to finally be in the 1V, finally be really moving with guys that I know care deeply about rowing, about getting faster, and about laying it all out there.
Well, I've loved my Accra birthdays. This one was especially sweet, getting to celebrate with almost everyone on the team, which is really fun. And I swear I really was surprised when I saw everyone like pop out from out of nowhere. Just being with people and like laughing with people on the team and obsessing over silly little details about rowing are some of the reasons why I've stuck with rowing for so long.
2025 just before we went to Accra, I think, cleaning the boat. Just like the 8 of us guys, we're done with practice, and we're just, we have whatever the sponge is, we're throwing the water at each other, all that stuff. I think that might be like one of the most fun days I've had at a practice.
For my shout out,
I'd like to give a shout out to my girl Mira Patel.
not only being an awesome team member, but just overall amazing human being.
Just like seeing her become like more confident as a rower, and she was such like an integral part of that medal we got in the 2B last year, and you can just feel it when she's in the boat. She's working hard and making it move faster.
She's always just such a joy to be around. So say that I think you're been an amazing team member, and I've loved rowing behind you this season. I'm excited to see what you do next.
Oh my gosh, I always I have to give a shout out to my girl Liz Hare as well. Liz Hare, man, Liz is just like a wonder. It just becomes such a key part of our program and our success. It's hard to look at everything we accomplished, in the 2B last year and in the 1B this year, and not attribute so much of it to Liz Hare. And she just keeps growing, and I think she's someone who I'm endlessly fond of. She's my girl. Whenever I meet a theater major, I'm my girl Liz Hare. And sometimes they do, and that makes me happy. So Liz, just keep on keeping on, keep on doing your thing.
Emma. She is our faithful little bow seat in the boat.
She has been such a joy to be in bow pair with together.
She killed it back there. Oh my gosh. She crossed that Accra finish line first, and she was so deserving of that. She kind of reminds me of me as a freshman, and rowing in the varsity 8 as a freshman. I am so impressed by her.
And she's always uplifting and always ready to hit us with a joke or try to make us laugh.
She has really great animal impressions in the boat.
I'm really excited to see what speed she brings in the future, given that she's already starting it out with a bang. So, yeah.
I would love to shout out Hannah Webb. You stand out because of your dedication to improving. You're one of the most inquisitive people I've ever met, I think, and it's clear to me that you really want to and are beginning to find your place on this team, and it's so wonderful. The team is very, very lucky to have you. You're talented and you're driven and you're incredibly fast, and you're going to do wonderful things. And you've also been incredibly generous with your meal swipes, so thank you so much for that.
Honestly, all of the women on this rowing team are so special, and I'm going to miss all of them. And I am so excited to see how everyone progresses over the next couple of years.
I want to give my novice shout out to Aiden Scheidt. He's part of a long lineage of Northwestern rowers who never rowed in high school. Some of my closest friends and people whom I most respect, Magnus Fisher and Benjamin Spinrad, were in the same boat, and they made a great use of their time at Northwestern. If you work on being just a bit more patient and making sure your expectations for others don't exceed what you're capable of holding yourself to, I think you're going to go a long way considering your drive and your commitment. So, shout out Aiden.
I want to shout out the Maxes, Max Schlenker and Max Myers. And I know a lot of you will probably hear me say Max Myers, and you're thinking, who is he? And the Maxes show up and jump into that boat and roll with it as novices. They haven't rowed in college before. And that really is impressive to me, that they picked up on the work, they picked up on the work ethic in that boat. And they were serious about the mission. And even though they're also hilarious guys, they're both really funny. And that, that's the perfect attitude. I really respect that. I think that speaks to a love for the sport and a love for the team and a love for what this crew is supposed to be. And that really does give me a confidence that this team is in the right hands going forward. I think they're, all the novices, but those guys in particular, because I've spent a lot more time with them. That just shows me that these guys are gonna carry the team in the right direction. And I'm excited to see where they go next.
All of our novices this year have been so spectacular. I feel very grateful to have gotten to know all of you.
And for my last words to the team, how could I encapsulate my experience here in one sentence?
It's hard to have last words that aren't just some sort of cliche.
time goes by fast. That's just a fact. So enjoy every moment while you have it. In a few years, what sticks with you isn't going to be the bad rows. It's not going to be the painful ergs. It's going to be the fruits of the hard work you've done and the bonds you've built during your time here.
It is insanely difficult to wake up every day at 5 a.m. while in college and dedicate your life and your university experience to this sport. And yeah, I am so grateful that I did. I didn't do it all the time, but I had so much fun doing it. And so I just want to remind everyone, though I think people know, that that's the goal, is just to keep having so much fun on this team.
Congratulate yourself at the end of each workout. You know, you made it. It was one rung of the ladder. And find an enjoyment in just each individual step, because each step is guaranteed, you know, on that day, but getting to where you want to go at the end might not be, you know, guaranteed. But the only way you're going to find out is by waking up every morning, doing the work day after day after day, and finding a way to like find solace in that, find fulfillment in those tiny things. I think is the best kind of skill you can have.
Nothing is for certain, you know, and if you're having one off day or things are taking a turn not in your favor, or something that, you know, is really not how you pictured it, like, try not to let yourself get too discouraged in those situations. I think that oftentimes, you know, you can surprise yourself and the universe can surprise you, and just always be trying your best and making the best out of any situation that you have, because you really don't know where you're gonna turn out. I would have never thought that I, you know, would have started rowing as many of you. So I think that going forward in the future, like, don't worry too much about the future and just do the best you can in the present.
Like, enjoy it while you can. You only get to do this for 4 years, and maybe you get to do it for less. Maybe like you get into a bike crash and all of a sudden it's like you don't get to do it for 4 years. You won't look back and be like, I don't know, I kind of doubt that in like 10-20 years you'll look back and be like, I'm so mad that I came in second instead of first. But I do kind of think that at least, like, I know I'll look back and be like, man, I should have enjoyed that while I had it. I know I felt like that this year. So just enjoy it while you have it.
But now that we don't have practice, I'm always thinking about, you know, what I would be doing at practice, and I'm really just missing the team and missing hanging out with you guys. So I'd say, you know, appreciate the people you have around you, be grateful for the time that you have left, and really put your all into it. Rowing is not a sport where you can kind of like half-ass it, and I think the people on the team are really good about that, and I would encourage you guys to keep it up.
Maybe what I'll just say is that, like, if it hurts to say goodbye to this team, and it definitely does, I think that just means that I've spent my time well, and that this team really has been worth putting all the work into it. All the 4x2Ks, all the 5 a.m. wake-ups, you know, they feel really heavy in the moment, and they feel tough and just hard to get through sometimes, but, you know, looking back on it, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm really grateful to everyone I've met on this team.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you.
And with that, much love to my fellow cats, and I wish you all the best next year.
So while you have the privilege of being a Northwestern rower, treat it like a race. Give it your 100% and make sure to leave it all in the water.
Just thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
Row Cats.
Here's my long list of shout outs. Shout out the seniors, shout out Kate Stuckert, shout out Nora Schilling, shout out this is like a dangerous game to play because I can't shout out everyone. Shout out Lila Caminiti, the GOAT. Shout out Andy Hancock, the original GOAT. Shout out Jane Leff. Shout out Katie Christensen. Shout out Boomer 101010. Shout out Tara. Shout out Jordan. Shout out Harper. Shout out Kirsten. Shout out Jackson. Shout out Colin. Shout out Bjorn. Shout out Jake LaPrey. Shout out New Trier. Shout out NCCR. Shout out Magnus. Shout out the Testosterone. Shout out Spinny. Shout out Chase Wakeland. Shout out Addie Kim, shout out Magna, shout out Chrissy, shout out Lydia, shout out Drake 2V, shout out Percy Priest Pizza Incident, shout out Silver Dipper Henley Incident, shout out The Climb, shout out Miley Cyrus, shout out Jordan Densler, shout out like Owen, shout out Kiara, and yeah, I think that sums it up.